Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome to my next playthrough, or I should say a replay through. Sony Computer Entertainment America presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. Developed by Naughty Dog.
Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back. Press start to begin.
Yes, I am doing another playthrough of this. I just thought I was in the mood of playing Crash 2 again. Plus, I was wanting to get it on the game capture.
Crystals. Of course.
1 year later.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
So yeah, I just decided to do this playthrough again, like I said. I mean, for some of you who have kept up with my first time playing Crash Bandicoot 2, I just thought I just want to go ahead and get this one on my capturing device. Plus, I'm also in the mood to play Crash 2 again. I mean, I'm sure I would have done this earlier, but I was still trying to... My computer driver actually screwed up on me, so I had to recover my computer and had to get everything over again. And my game capture used to do that little loud buzzing noise, so I had to reinstall it, and now it's gotten to this normal sound.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Now, first off, before we do anything, if any of you guys remember me doing this before we're doing anything, we just had to make Cortex mad. But for you guys who haven't seen this, if we go back to the warp room without bringing back a crystal 3 times, we'll piss off Cortex. Here's the first one.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals! Now, get back in there.
I think the first one was always my favorite one. I mean, because I just love how he pronounced or how he said crystals there. I've been trying to get my good impression of Cortex, but I mean, it's okay, but it's not great in my opinion. This is number 2.
No, Crash. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash! Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals.
Looks like Cortex is really pissed now. So we can piss him off one more time. And here is the third and last one.
Look above the doorways. Above each, there is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I will remind you.
Yeah, since he said that this was the last time, he'll remind us that is the last time. So we can continue on. Or, not continue on, but we can finally begin. Okay, so now we're in level 1, Turtle Woods. And I'm sure you can see what you saw above the portal. There was a crystal and 2 gems. One of the slots had a shade of blue, so that means there are blue gems in this level. And as you can see, I'm missing these boxes, because that's how you get the blue gem on this on here. To get the blue gem, you can't break any boxes. So it's pretty straightforward gem. I mean, I'm sure a couple people were like, how do I get the blue gem first hand? I mean, trust me, I had that same exact question. I think it was probably because that the way I really figured it out is because my uncle actually has a strategy guide of this game, and he still does right now. I mean, if you're doing like that right there, if you do the slide jump and spin, you actually get more air than you would just do a slide jump. You would actually get more air. And as you can see, we didn't touch any of the boxes, so we get the blue gem. Now I was wanting to see if I could do a no deaths as of right now, so that's why I decided to go back. So now we got our first gem, and the first colored gem, the blue gem. And of course, Crash will do his signature dance every time he gets a gem. Now, if I didn't make Cortex mad earlier, he would have had his little interlude right there. Now we get to come back here and get the crystal and box gem. I'll put a box counter on how many boxes there are in this level. There are 62 boxes. And of course, as you can obviously see, the first level, it's super easy. Oh, and I've already decided on what another Crash Bandicoot playthrough, what I was doing after this one. I decided I'm gonna do Twin Sanity after this one. Since this one isn't really that long, I just thought I'd do it again. Just get it recorded on a DVR quality. Since I only recorded it on camera, so I'd do this on here. And of course I will do CTR, Crash Team Racing also, because I did Crash Team Racing with a camera. But that's going to be for later. I mean, I'm sure I can get through all this even though I'm still in, still in college. I mean, it's 11:37 here. It's about to be Monday. In 23 minutes it is. It's going to be Monday. But I have evening classes Monday through Thursday, 6 through 9:45, so I mean, there's a good chance probably finish it without having to deal with too much homework, I hope. I mean, I'm already ready to have another break. Now, if you ever fall down any of those platforms, it's okay. It's okay. Just do that slide, jump, spin thingy I did. Since you get more air than doing just a regular slide jump, because you can't get up. Because if the ostriches duck their heads, you can't get back up there with a slide jump. You would have to do a slide jump, slide spin jump. Slide spin jumps, of course, give you a little bit more extra air, like I said. So now we go into the bonus round. Pretty straightforward bonus round. Like I said, real straightforward. I mean, there are only 5 boxes, so it's... I mean, there's no reason to even describe that bonus round. Yawning again. Oh, well, that always happens at times like this. So now we go get the 3rd mask and go invincible. We get Aku Aku for the 3rd time. I mean, or you can just go to the side to avoid the mouse pit. So now we got all the boxes, and we got the crystal, we got the box gem. Our first box gem and first crystal. So we just got our first everything. Sticking chair. I wish I had a chair that wouldn't a rolling chair that wouldn't cause racket every time I sit on it. So we've completed our first level. Signature dance. And now we make Cortex happy, you can say.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
So yeah, we got our first intermission from Coco. I bet Coco's still wondering where that battery is, or let alone where Crash is. So now we go into our 2nd level, Snow Go. And we go invincible again. And for those of you who have played a PlayStation Underground disc, this is the level that you play on the PlayStation Underground demo discs. Because the demo of this game is on quite a couple of the Underground discs. And you always play on Snow Go. Except there is a difference on the Underground disc than on here. It's coming up though. But I think this is one of the most memorable music that always made me remember this game. Because I love the music on here. Now this part right here, see that seal right there? Well, normally the seal will be on the other side, on this side. Now normally that red gem will be hard to reach, right? The only way to get that is you would have to go through like a secret route, but if you try to do this, yeah, this took a couple tries. This may take a couple tries, but if you do it just like this, you can get the red gem without having to go the secret route. But I'll go ahead and show the secret route, just for the heck of it. It's in one of the levels in the later warp room. So now this bonus round is a little bit trickier than the first one, of course, since you're dealing with going across ice. And of course, as you can see by the box counter, there's 74 boxes on here, on this level. I mean, of course, I just like having to do it Crash Bandicoot warped style. I mean, except, of course, the box counter would not show up on the screen since the box counter isn't on there. Now I always liked going in there, spinning the crate before I go in there just to see the gem pop out of there. I always liked doing that. So now we got everything in one single run. In one run, we got everything. So now we got 2 of everything. 2 color gems, 2 regular gems, 2 crystals. Signature dance. Now we get an intermission from Brio.
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. A laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering.
Yeah, since I'm playing this on a PS3, it doesn't show some of the interludes all the way, but he says crystals after he says gathering. To stop you from gathering crystals. Now we go into the 3rd level, Hang 8. Now we go on Invincible once again. Now you see this timer right there? Well, if you notice at the top of the portal there was a gem on the left. That's the hidden gem in the level. What we have to do here is we have to make it to the end of the level within the time limit in order to get in order to get that gem. But this level's really easy to get to beat the time on. Sealer Piranha Plant. And there's the hidden gem. Since we beat the time. Okay. Dang yawning. Signature dance. Huzzah. So now, of course, we go back in there to get the crystal and box gem. Oh, and if you guys don't remember who Brio is, Brio was actually from the first game. And Brio was actually one of Cortex's boys. I'm not sure how what happened between the two. I mean, you can say Brio's the good guy, or I'm not sure if you consider him good, but maybe the neutral neutral is good character on here. But all these enemies that we're facing are actually Brios. Since he knows that we're really with Cortex trying to gather the crystals, but we're undercover. But you can say we're undercover for Brio. Now this bonus round may be maybe a little bit somewhat not fitting together with it, since you're on a water level and you got a bonus round that's high up in the trees. And there's the blue gem path. I just thought there would be any other stuff for. Just had to check for any other boxes or anything, because I forgot how the gem path went. But whenever you get on the gem path, it'll bring you back at the exact same spot. There we go, yawning again. Yeah, I'm still a little tired because earlier today we had to do I had to do a bit of yard work. We had to trim shrubs. I mean, those nitro crates used to always mess me up every time I was on this warpath. I have no idea what the heck I was doing there. And I had no idea what I was doing there either. Now you can't reach that platform with the piranha plants. But we did trigger the nitro switch to help get the crates. Bad piranha. Now this, I mean, going up those, ramps was actually a cool part of the level. And there were 74 crates here as well. Like exactly the same amount from Snow Go. So now we get done with 3 levels. We've got 6 gems, 4 clear and 2 colored, and 3 crystals. Signature dance again. Huzzah! Another intermission from Cortex.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Yeah, because we'll have another intermission with him after I get the 5th crystal, but now we're going into level 4. The pits. Now there are 53 boxes in this level. This level is sort of like Turtle Woods, since you're in the jungle again. I mean, except it's not raining. Oh, God. Sorry guys for yawning so much. I mean, because that's what yard work can do for you. It can make you so tired. I mean, I didn't do it just like a couple minutes ago, but I mean, doing it I mean, if you happen to have done it like earlier in the day, that's what it can do to you. I mean, because I had to get up like pretty dang early. I had to get up pretty early today. Now, I mean, you can pretty much go any direction when you approach the fork. I mean, I just thought I would go and get rid of all the stuff that was on the right fork before I went in the left. I have no idea what I did there, because I thought I stomped on that guy, on that spiky turtle. That was actually kind of weird right there. Yeah, the reason why you would probably want to go to the left first is because you can get that switch. Because there's a switch that reveals those crates on the left fork, or the left side of the fork. And since I'm having to walk backwards, I thought I would just take easy steps so I wouldn't die. Now we're back here. Now we go on the left. Double kill. And there's a switch right there. There's the crystal right there. I decided I'll just go right ahead since the crates that had the outlined crates were just on the other side right here. Because this is the end of the fork right here, so I could just go right here. If you hear that whoop whoop whoop, that means the crates have been revealed as 2 life crates. I just found stepping on those guys and then body slamming them was probably one of the funniest ways to kill a turtle. Now for this bonus round, I found it kind of tough on the first try. Cause see those bouncing boxes right there? I couldn't find the best route to take it to get back up, so what I did was I just jump on the middle one first. I mean, I'm sure you can do it any way, but I mean, I just do it just to ensure that it's safe. So we just hit that switch. Now we hit the right and left crates. Get these 2 life crates. Now bounce on all 3 of them. And that's it for the bonus round. As you can see by the amount of boxes we have 52, now 53. That means we're getting close to the level. Just right on the other side of that pit is the end of the level. Here we are. There's our box gem. One more level to go in this warp room. So now we got the pits done. Signature dance. Hiya! Now, that sounded kind of a little weird. Now we go into the last level of the warp room. Level 5. Crash Dash. and just by the name of Crash Dash, this is a boulder chase. I always thought these levels were pretty hard the first time I played it. So yeah, in fact, these levels, those boulders used to kick my ass. Same with those electric fences. Those electric fences used to kick my ass. I hated those fences. And this is where the boulder will fall. See ya, boulder. Then we get the crystal, and we go to a bonus round. Now I thought this was a bonus round was sort of one of the hardest, because I'll usually sometimes get the wrong counting on the bouncing crates up ahead. Now this part, trying to get that life, is pretty tough. Always having to try and get the perfect timing of the spin. I mean, if you do that without getting any of the TNT crates, it's just plain sexy looking. Now this part right here I thought was pretty tough. I would usually... Now if you do like successful bounces like that, it's 10 bounces on these bouncing crates. Sometimes the bouncing crates would bounce up to 9. And then all of a sudden I would just mess up and die. Yawning, yawning, yawning. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying my best not to yawn. It's just not working. I mean, that yard work really had me getting tired. So now we get done with the bonus round. Now we got booster pads. Here's the last part of the level right here. I always used to miss that box a lot. This is the hardest part of the level, because I would usually touch those fences. Luckily I didn't get hit. Touch them this time. So we get everything on Crash Dash. 44 boxes. So now we completed all 5 levels of this warp room. And got everything in this warp room. Signature dance time. Ah-ya! Now we get another intermission from Cortex.
Listen up. We are not without enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next way. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
So now we get to go to the next warp room, but before we get to do that, we have to fight our first boss. This guy is actually the second boss in the first Crash Bandicoot. Ripper Roo. This guy had a special place in my memory as one of the most memorable bosses of all time. In my list, I'm not sure if that's the most memorable boss list of all time throughout everybody's mind, but Ripper Roo is definitely one of the memorable bosses of playing a classic game. I always have fun jumping on him because I would just go like up in the air. Now what he does here is if you just follow this pattern, you'll be able to safely get not get blown up by the TNTs and nitros. But other than that, Ripper Roo is really easy if you know the pattern, or if you know where to stand. and not get caught with the TNTs. And faceplant. Kicked your ass, Ripper Roo. Signature dance. And we're out of here. We have completed the first warp room. Now we are in second warp room. The ice warp room. The first one, of course, was like a jungle temple. Now we're in the ice warp room. Here's another intermission.
I see that Ripper Roo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
So Coco gets cut off. And this will do it right here for part 1 of my second playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 2. I have no idea why I put a G there. I mean, I can call my replay through of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Well, anyway, this will cut off for part 1. And in the next part, which will be self-explanatory to know what we're doing, we will go through the second warp room. Until after we get to the third warp room will be the next stopping point. And as always, take it easy.